Stoppa inspelning.
Hi everyone, this is Sabrina, and today I'm mostly going to talk about memories. Okay, I have one place where my soul belongs, and that is a place in Norway in Steigen. I love being there. I actually was there 2 times this year, and it was really pleasant. One of the things that I did, which I partially regret, is that I was at my grandmother's house, okay, and I thought it was my brother. I went to the bathroom and then bathroom. Why am I always saying that in British? Anyway, I went to the bathroom and when I came back, I thought it was my brother because I was standing behind the wall. And then suddenly I heard, and then I went like, do you know that you sound like a pig when you're doing that? And then my cousin who was sitting there and sounding like a pig went like, yeah, that's true, I sound like a pig sometimes. And I went like, I'm sorry. Something I really like with the trips to Norway is the fishing. And I love being on a boat. It's really relaxing. I sometimes get seasickness, which is really annoying. I actually got sick in the car on my way home. But when I was going to my grandmother, I actually fell asleep in the car before we got there. And that was really awesome except for that. And the thing was that I was really calm when I was in Norway. I had a really good trip. And the thing is that there are people in Norway that love to hear me sing. And that's okay because I really love to sing. Singing is my life. I know instruments, though I'm not fully capable of playing them. Right now I'm trying to learn a chord. I know that it won't be a BM actually, but the thing is that since I tune my ukulele 5 semitones over my guitar, that means that I actually don't play a B minor when I think I'm playing a B minor. So we're going to see. I think she's untuned. Whoa. You see, I can't do bar chords, which sucks like crap. I have tried, but the thing is that I can't get my index finger. You see what I mean? I can't do it. And last time, or not last time, but I do believe it might have been the first time this year or the time last year, I bought a new instrument called a Venova. I'm still not very secure on that instrument, so I'm actually going to wait with showing you because of the fact that I need to practice more. And the thing is that if you want to know about how a Venova sounds like, you just Google the word Venova. It's spelled V-E-N-O-V-A, just like it's pronounced. And it sounds a lot like a saxophone, which is good because I love saxophone. And I can't afford a real one because they might cost about 10,000. What I'm going to do is to buy, when I actually get the chance, I'm going to get a new harmonica. I do have one, but the thing is that I can't do hand gestures with it. You know, in real harmonicas, the thing is that you actually get to move your hand to make vibrato, for example. Here we go with the British again. I got no problem with British, it's just the fact that I'm used to American English. This harmonica is rather great. The thing is that I can't do all that I want to do with it. So that's the thing, is that I do know how to make a vibrato by but I can't do it properly on this thing because of the fact that it's a beginner's harmonica. I did have a rag to clean her with, but oh, I'm almost done with my plant. You know, I showed you earlier the app called Plant Nanny, and I'm almost done with Lisette, who is a chic fern, and it actually sounds like a bird, and it has a beak and it has cute eyes, and I really love that game because firstly it reminds me to drink water, and I try not to drink when I'm not watering my plant, because the problem I have is the fact that I actually drink too much water. So I try only to drink when I'm supposed to water my plant. I knew it was untuned. You know, one of the bad things with musical instruments is that you actually have to tune them. And I'm glad I don't have to tune my piano, because I don't know how to do that, and I do believe it's really expensive to rent a piano tuner. I wanna fly away with you. Oh yeah. You know, something I really want to learn is to dance. It would really help my career, because the fact is that if I could dance, I would get even better at music. Or not at music, but performance. And I did have beautiful nails, and now I don't. Also, one thing that bothers me is that I'm almost out of yarn. And since yarn is really important for me, it's not good. Because of the fact that I don't have many yarns that match anymore. They are in different colors, of course, because the thing with my blankets are that I try to put as many colors and as many textures as possible. But you know what? My father's actually coming home from Norway next Monday, and he's going to bring lots of yarn, and that is awesome. I love yarn. But I don't love knitting, as I told you in another post. I don't like knitting because it usually ends up with me managing to lose, I don't remember the word, but I lose the threads, and then suddenly I have to tear up, and it ends with me actually tearing the yarn off and then tearing the whole thing up, and then first I throw the thing through the room, and then I pull it all out. I know how to make TV socks. You know, a TV sock is a sock that only reaches here. And the first thing you do with TV socks is to actually make the back part. And you do that with 2 needles. And then when you're done with that part, you use 4 needles, and you actually make a round thing that will become the actual foot, which rocks. And it was long ago since I did that. Right now I'm mostly working on pillows and blankets. And right now I have both a pillow and a blanket that I'm having to do. But the thing is that I need to do the blanket first, because there's a person who wants to buy one. And I do have one completed, but the thing is that I need to have more so that I have to sell later. Because of the fact that I don't actually care. I would give them for free to my friend in Norway. But the thing is that she doesn't want to hear about that. She tells me that I'm going to pay for that, and that's the whole story. And I can't convince her. So I'm actually going to sell that completed blanket. The thing I love with crochets is that if you do something and then you fasten the thread, you can usually actually continue your work, because you can't do that when you're knitting. You have to do everything at the same time. And also, I know Tunisia and crochets, but I'm not very good at that. It's actually a combination of knitting and crocheting. And the problem I have with that is that I've got really much difficulty because I keep losing the thread, or I'm losing the thread so that it becomes less and less. I remember my first knitting. My father actually has that. The first knitting I ever made. And here we have the timer on vibration, but I'm just going to tell you the story. I don't remember the story. Oh well. Thanks for today. I hope that my talking makes sense. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day. I hope it's going to be really beautiful.
Stoppa inspelning. Knapp.
Yes, thank you.